Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these super healthy delicious muffins. So you want to start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees or gas mark 4, and these are all the ingredients that we're going to be using today. So they're pretty basic items that you may already have in your cupboards. Okay, so I actually didn't realize I put the wrong spice in the video, and it is actually cinnamon that we're going to be using, not allspice. And all you need is some cooking oil and 2 bananas and some salt, some honey, some whey protein if you do want to make a protein alternative, oats, 2 eggs. You're also going to need bicarbonate of soda, and you can also use baking powder, but just use 2 teaspoons instead of 1 teaspoon if you are using baking powder. I'm going to be adding in raisins and dark chocolate, and I actually soaked my raisins for about 2 hours prior to actually doing this video, just because it makes them nice and really juicy and plump when baking and they don't dry out. First, we're going to start off by measuring out half a cup of honey. We're going to add that then into a nice big bowl. We're then going to add 1/3 of a cup of oil. Next, you want to just take your whisk and give it a really good mix. Next, I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm also going to add 1/4 of a cup of milk as well. And then you just want to give it a really good stir. I'm then just going to take a separate bowl and mash my 2 bananas in it. Next, you want to just add your bananas to your wet ingredients. I'm then just going to go in with my whisk, and I'm going to give it a really good stir, because we want to get as much air as possible into the mixture, so that will help the muffins really rise and go fluffy. So you want to see kind of like little bubbles start to emerge when you're mixing it really thoroughly. So this is what your mixture should look like, nice and bubbly, and you want to make sure that you really do give it a good stir, because you want to get as much air in there as possible. Next we're going to add 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and you can use baking powder also if you don't have bicarbonate of soda. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and then just a dash of salt. So once you've given your mixture a really good mix and it's all fluffy and bubbly, we're then going to just add our flour. So next you want to measure out 1 cup and 3/4 cup of oats, and we're going to be popping that straight into our blender and blending that all up. And we're going to be using oat flour for this recipe just because it's so much healthier than regular flour. Next we're going to just add our flour and we're going to fold that in gently using a wooden spoon. Next I'm going to just split my mixture into 2 because I'm actually making half protein, half regular muffins. Okay, so for my first mixture, I'm just going to be adding raisins, and these ones are going to be for my family. So you want to then just fold the raisins in and onto our second mixture. So for the second mixture, we're going to be using my protein, whey protein in chocolate, and I'm going to mix half a scoop with some water in my shaker, and then I'm just going to give it a really good shake. I'm then just going to add the protein into the mixture. You want the mixture to be slightly watery because the added protein will thicken the muffins when they're baking. I'm then just going to add a sprinkle of raw oats just to give it a little bit of texture. Next I'm going to be adding my chocolate, and I prefer to use dark chocolate rather than using chocolate chips just because dark chocolate is better for you, and also you can make larger chocolate chunks as well. So what I like to do is just cut my chocolate into small chunks, and then this way when they bake in the oven the chocolate will actually stay melted because they're in chunks rather than small chips. Okay guys, so that is our 2 mixtures done, and we're just going to spoon them up into a muffin tray and pop them in the oven for half an hour. And we have muffins. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. It's one of my favourite recipes. All of my family love it as well. And also if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give a like, comment and subscribe. And thank you for watching.